Happiness in a teacup. Find your own happiness. As learned from the teachings of Master Thích, Minh, Niệm by Hang Pham. Part 1. To the people who first sit down for meditation, you will go through a terrible feeling. The feeling of sitting in a box in the emptiest and darkest room. Your hands and your feet are asleep. They cannot move or be active in any way. Your head is wanting to explode because you have never gone through this experience before. Your body is not moving or being active. The worst feeling are your thoughts wandering. Your mind is imagining, contemplating, and feeling anxious. You never stop thinking even though you are very tired because your mind is not used to quieting down. It must be stopped. We know that our minds are used for contemplating, imagining, and expressing our feelings. But besides that, our minds need another state of pure quietness. Our minds must be brought up to a level of tranquility. As you sit down for meditation, visualize pouring tea leaves in a cup of hot water. The tea leaves scatter and float on top. After a few minutes, the tea leaves settle down to the bottom of the cup. The clear water remains on top. Each of our bodies resemble the cup and our mind is the tea. When you sit down for meditation, your mind will be wavering and shaking with feelings of anger, nervousness, distress, and concern. All your miserable feelings are swirling and bouncing around in your mind. It takes at least 15 to 20 minutes to settle down all the thoughts in your mind. Meditation is exactly like pouring tea in the cup. At first, the tea leaves will be moving, wavering, and touching each other. It will take several minutes for all the tea to settle to the bottom so you can see the clear water at the top. When you meditate, your mind and your body will respond the same way as the tea. After 15 minutes, all your thoughts will settle down and you will notice your mind is relaxing and becoming clearer. You will be in a state of tranquility. Our minds are very consumed with anger, suspicion, nervousness, stress, and concern. All misery comes from your mind. We try to solve problems on the outside, but we cannot do it. Our thinking is much more powerful. That is why you must sit down, be calm, and be in a clear state of mind. For a very long time, you've not allowed your body to relax and clear all your thoughts. Your body needs this moment. You can reach this very important goal for yourself. Meditation is the connection between body and mind. Guide your thoughts to the point of deep concentration in order to transform your mind to the state of tranquility. Just like a pond in nature, you can only see through to the bottom clearly when the surface is free of waves. Usually, you enjoy doing activities you like to do or talking to the people you like to talk to. Sitting down to meditate may not be what you like to do, but being very focused can be boring. Think of it this way. We live many years in our life being so active and busy chasing after our lives. That's why we always feel unsafe, fatigued, and stressed. On the other hand, we have another way to live. We have a training method to create a sense of security, peaceful energy with your capabilities without anybody else's help. Usually, your peaceful energy is brought to you by people. For example, they give you nice gifts and they give you compliments. You have a good lifestyle and no one messes with your life. Your life is peaceful and you feel very happy. But life is not always the same. Life is constantly changing and you are always dealing with ups and downs. Happiness and sadness are the two phases of life. When life is not going smoothly and you are not feeling happiness anymore, you become sad, worrisome, and stressed right away. But no one can bring happiness to you. Only you can do it by yourself. Meditation can help you release your feelings of sadness, stress, and worry. When you make up your mind to sit down to do meditation, it will work. It will help you right away, although it is very, very hard in the beginning. Your mind is always thinking. You are always thinking about everything, about love, money, fame, past, and future. Your mind never stays in the present. This is the wrong method of living. Meanwhile, happiness is right in your hand, right in the present. Everybody deals with problems in the present like money, jobs, and health. We all have unfortunate situations that are just a small part of life compared to what our lives are really like. We have good health, we have complete bodies in order to move, to see, to eat, to talk, and to think. That is the value of life. Think of it this way. If someday something happens to your health or to your body, then you may have to be in a wheelchair or stay in the hospital. By that time, is money or fame still important to you? Look at Steve Jobs, who is a billionaire. In the big picture of life, when he died, his money and fame didn't matter. Therefore, before focusing on the future, you need to concentrate on the present. Only when you realize and embrace mindfulness will you have happiness in your grasp. The Buddha said, "One can go from feeling bad to feeling good. You can go from feeling miserable to feeling good right away." When you say the word life, that includes 4 elements: the planet, the plant, the animal, and the human. We all have the same state of living. The planet is dealing with volcanoes, earthquakes, and storms. The plant deals with heat, cold, and rain. The animal deals with hunger, nervousness, and coldness. The human being deals with money, fame, and relationships. All elements experience problems. That is called the state of life. The reason humans feel sadness and misery is because we have brains. Our brain is our knowledge and our feelings. We can differentiate between happy and sad and right from wrong. So, when things are going well, we experience happiness and joy. But when things are not going so smoothly, we feel sad and stressful. Our unhappy feeling comes from our minds and make life challenging. We are human and have knowledge. Use your awakened mindfulness to accept both the good and the bad emotions as they flow into and out of your life. The Buddha said, "Don't regret the past and don't wish for the future. Think of only the present. Then you will experience true mindfulness." When you have bad feelings, you must focus on the present. Focus your attention on breathing, on walking, on reading, on anything you enjoy. Develop the ability to recognize how your bad feelings disappear when you become present in the moment. This will help you temporarily forget your bad feelings. Practicing this will restore your energy. When your energy comes back, your mind will be calmer and brighter. By this time, your body is stronger, your mind is stronger, and you feel full of energy. Now, you will have the ability to solve the problem. When your internal force comes back, you will notice the big problems have become a small problem, and the small problems become nothing. You will see a big difference after your internal force returns. Just like when you look outside at night, you see all black and darkness. You are very nervous, but when you look up at the sky, you will see the sparkling stars. When you admire the sparkling stars, you forget the darkness and the nervous feelings go away. Your fear and anxiety disappears so you can see the sparkling stars. We honor the darkness for helping make the stars sparkle. Therefore, don't be afraid of misery. Allow it to come in. Even if you are praying for God's help or you are of God, the misery still comes because life is full of hardship and delight. When misfortune enters your life, you are very unhappy. When success comes, you are happy. That is why you need to live life to the fullest. Life feels miserable or joyful depending on how you think and view life. Your life relies on the energy of your heart. If the energy of your heart is strong and positive, you can handle your own strife and embrace joy. The energy of your heart is so powerful that it can bring peace and security to you, and therefore bring peace and security to all people. When people use this energy collectively, it produces a force so strong that it can bring peace and security to the whole universe. The Buddha said, "Ignorance clouds the minds of human beings. You must clear your thoughts and be present to completely erase all the ignorance. Be mindful in order to make worry and sadness disappear from your life. Only at this point, you will have the ability to feel mercy and forgiveness towards others." Happiness in a teacup. Find your own happiness. As learned from the teachings of Master Thích Niệm by Hang Pham.